What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. And as always, hopefully you're in the market and not trying to time the market because that is simply impossible to do. So I'm doing my video a little early today because I have a meeting this morning. And I hope this video turns out okay as well because I cracked my phone and the screen doesn't look great. So hopefully the video turns out great. So let's get into the news today. Hopefully you guys are not straddling the fence and you are investing into assets like the stock market, like what I want to talk about. But if you're not, hopefully you're investing into yourselves, into appreciating assets and not those things that are depreciating. So understand the difference between, well, I know you do already. I know you know the difference between depreciating and appreciating assets. Things that are depreciating are like cars, clothes, things that people normally post all over social media. But little talk about money, little talk about saving money, little talk about investing, but they will show you this great life that they're living. However, Americans are $18 trillion in debt. So a lot of these flashes aren't coming from a good place, in my opinion. But that's here nor there. Not my problem. So I'm just going to mind my money business. So let's see what the news are saying, because the stock market is going to be open for like another 27 minutes. It says the Dow slipped. The Nasdaq, however, pops as Amazon AI deal boosts AI bets. So it says U.S. stocks were mixed on Monday afternoon as Wall Street looked to carry its momentum into the first trading session with big tech names like Amazon and Nvidia leading the way higher. So the tech-heavy Nasdaq marched higher, rising about 0.6%, the S&P 500 0.2%, and the Dow lost 0.4%. So Wall Street is looking to keep up a rally that raged throughout October, when investors piled into growth and AI-linked names, with big techs and the Magnificent Seven leading the moves in the market. Optimism and around easing U.S.-China trade tensions also fueled gains. So remember, the Magnificent Seven consists of Google, Amazon, Tesla, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia. I think I left out one. Either way, the Magnificent Seven. They're all tech companies that are pretty much leading the stock market. When those companies are down, especially someone like Nvidia, who's now worth $5 trillion, it brings the market down along with them because they're big heavyweights now. Because remember, Nvidia is leading the AI race with the chips that they're selling to these companies like, oh, I forgot about Apple. Microsoft, Amazon now. So they're making a lot of money. So the optimism continued Monday as Amazon shares rose over 4% after the company struck a deal, a $38 billion deal with OpenAI that will provide the ChatGPT maker the ability to use hundreds of thousands of Nvidia chips. They're linked together. A big major move. Nvidia shares rose over 3% amid the news and the analyst upgrade on the stock. So it rose over 3%, but then now it's currently down because Nvidia was up like $9, I believe. I woke up early and saw it and I was like, wow. But I knew it was going to come back down, and it did. So we'll see where it hangs on at. But currently, Nvidia is up $5.12, but it may go back down. So let's see. Meanwhile, earnings seasons continue in full swing. Roughly 300 S&P 500 companies have now reported third quarter results. Another 100 plus reports are due this week, including from Palantir, Supermicro, SMCI, and AMD. Elsewhere, a corporate Kimberly-Clark announced it will acquire Kenvue. I have no idea who they are. On Monday, creating a $32 billion health and wellness company. Damn. Kenvue surged 14%, while Kimberly-Clark fell 13%. Look, there's a lot of money out there being made, people. Hopefully you're getting in on it. I do believe that at some point there will be a pullback, because also what popped up on my news radar is the Feds. They injected $29.4 billion into the banking system. It's the biggest since 2020. So you remember when the banking system had an issue back in 2020 and they had to pump a lot of money back into it? So why did the Federal Reserve pump money into the banking system? Is something going to happen? I don't know. Are they anticipating something happening? I don't know. So also remember, do not invest money into the stock market that you cannot afford to lose. And it's also, I'm investing into the stock market for the long haul. So even if the market does do a pullback and does a steep decline like it did earlier this year, I plan to stay put, because what happens after every pullback, it rises again, like the phoenix. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to state that. So data released Monday morning by the Institute for Supply Management showed the U.S. manufacturing sector contracted for the 8th consecutive month. So they're pulling back. With the lack of government data, releases this week on the manufacturing services sector could hold more weight than normal. The University of Michigan's customer sentiment report due out Friday will also be examined as fears begin to mount about consumer pullback. So we shall see. You know, the government is still shut down. I'm still not being paid, along with millions of other people. I mean, but it is, you know, what it is. And that's pretty much for the news right now. I wish I could wait, but I would just go over what's currently happening in the market. Like I said, Nvidia is up a little over $5 right now. Palantir is up around $6. Broadcom is down $6. Tesla is up over $10. Meta, poor Meta, they're down a little over $3. FTEC, Information Technology ETF, is up currently at about 80 cents. Yeah. What's going on with SPLG? I thought their name changed. No. Well, S&P 500 is down currently about 86 cents. So that's what's happening in the market. It's a little pullback happening. It was up very high. The market was just like over an hour ago. And just like that, things change. That's what happens in the stock market. It can be up and then they go down at snap of a finger. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. As always, you guys, start investing. If you're not investing yet because you can't afford to, you have no money to do so, that means you need to get out of debt. Debt is holding you back. Debt is keeping you bounded. Debt is keeping you enslaved to whoever you owe that money to. So you must change your mindset in order to change your money situation or your life. It doesn't even have to be about money. Investing isn't just about money. To me, investing is all about creating freedom to do whatever I want, to have options and not just be limited to one particular thing. There's nothing like financial freedom. So get out of debt, people. And the only way that you can get out of debt is by creating a plan. And that plan is called a budget. So you can start telling your money where to go. So you can stop trying to figure out where it all went before the end of the month. So you tally up the money that you have coming in after taxes, and you subtract the money that you have going out. And if what you're subtracting is more than what you have coming in, that's a problem. So you need to figure out where you can cut costs. What subscriptions can you cut? What memberships can you cut? Dining out, as cutting back. cutting it out altogether. The buying of things, the charging of credit cards. You know, you need to get out of credit card debt. You need to get out of student loan debt. You need to get out of car loan debt. You need to get out of all forms of debt, personal loan debts. Get out of it. You can do it. This is the way I see things. If you can get yourself into a situation that turns out to be bad, you can also get yourself out of it. You don't need anyone to save you. There's nothing like figuring out how to create a solution to your very own problem, because a lot of wisdom and knowledge is gained that way. And because of that wisdom and knowledge that is gained, it makes you a better person, you know, because life is filled with challenges. It's not easy. I know there's a lot of us out there that want people to feel sorry for them, feel bad for them. Woe is me. Understandable, but you know, how long are you going to stay on that vibe? You know, it's not going to change your situation. If you're thinking about doing better, but your attitude also at the same time remains the same, sour, not being able to see a brighter future for yourself, then don't expect change to come. So you need to change this. That's why, again, I named my channel Mind Your Money Business, because you need to get a handle on this. Because the one thing that's given to us for free is what most people don't have control over, and that's this. Every 15 seconds, someone's trying to tell you something. Every other photo on social media is showing you how great this life is. You need to be driving that car that's made in this current year because it's so much better. You need to be buying this food. You need to be traveling to this country. You need to get this credit card. You need to be eating this food. Everything has control over your mind except for you. So take control of your mind back. So I'm going to end this video. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all. And get out of debt, people. Oh, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I pretending to be one. So any and all information on my channel is for entertainment purposes only. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your hard-earned money, especially if you're not comfortable doing it on your own, right? So, all right, you guys take care. Have a blessed day. Peace.